Alright guys, what is up? We're back for another video on my business channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded on here. It's been my birthday, turned 21, so I no longer can say I'm 20 years old. But in this video, I kind of want to just like go through what timelines are going to look like, what things are going to look like if you actually are trying to get into wholesale real estate. I know there's a lot of sales guys out there that watch me, and a lot of guys are just like sick of the industry they're in, some type of sales or some type of just something where they're making, you know, decent money, but they want to get into real estate. They want to take that next jump. They want to, you know, kind of set themselves up for financial freedom and kind of, you know, get themselves to where they're not working like 7, 8, 9 hours a day doing labor, like walking around, knocking doors, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So a lot of you guys are doing that, and a lot of you guys want to get into real estate. And right now, actually, I'll show you guys right now. We actually just finished doing some stuff for the wholesale business tonight. So me and Dylan were like, you know, let's go out and drive. So got the Urus right here, and then we got Dylan's M4 right there. And honestly, I might as well just like walk around a little bit while we're here, but it's cool. You know, there's like big cribs around, you know, like 20, $30 million houses. And then we got, you know, cars right here. And one of the craziest things is like, people think that, you know, you're so far from being able to, you know, build this type of life for yourself. Like, obviously, I really haven't even, like, done all that much. You know, like, what I do, I mean, the amount of money I've done, the amount that I've made, the position I'm in, I really don't find it that crazy because I know how much farther I'm going to get. You know, like, I'm doing, you know, over 6 figures a month right now, but, I mean, I know I'm going to be doing over 7 figures a month before this same time next year just because I know what path I'm on. You know, I'm doing 2 flips a month right now, plus the wholesale deals, it's easily 6 figures a month. A lot of people want to say, oh, you make money off course. I really don't. I mean, I make a little bit, but my program isn't a course. It's a done-for-you service where we actually work people one-to-one. Guys inside, they only talk to me and my business partner, no one else, no coaches, nothing like that. It's not outsourced. It's fully one-to-one. That's why we get guys crazy results. I mean, in my most recent vlog, I flew out 2 of my students that are doing, I don't even know, like 50K a month or something like that, and they've only been doing it for less than a year, which is, I mean, that's just insane right there. And we have lots of guys doing, you know, 20, 30K a month plus. It's nothing really that crazy, but I'm not trying to give results or anything. But the truth is, just it's incredibly crazy how possible this business is if you actually put in the time, put in the effort, and go out and get it. Because at the end of the day, let's take a seat real quick. At the end of the day, I've been doing this business for, oh, you can see the cars back there. At the end of the day, though, I've been doing this business for less than 2 years. 100% of fact. I was a freshman in college. I realized, you know, college wasn't for me. I didn't want to be in college. I didn't want to, you know, be going to school all day, every day. My entire goal was to make money online. I've been trying to make money online since I was 13. I used to play professional Fortnite. I used to make YouTube videos. I used to try crypto. I tried day trading. I tried drop shipping. I tried clothing brand. I tried every brand, everything possible to make money online. And at the end of the day, I took a statistical standpoint of it. I remember there was a clip out there of Tate saying, you know, I'm a chess player or something like that. He was saying something along the lines of he's a chess player. He looks at everything statistically like a game of chess. And that actually like kind of changed my life because that's what made me look at wholesale real estate, because I started looking at statistics. A fucking peanut just fell. I started looking at statistics. So when I was like, okay, I'm trying to get rich. What do I need to do? I need to look at statistics. What are my highest odds? Highest odds of becoming a millionaire is real estate. So then I narrowed it down to that. I was like, okay, I need to do something within real estate that gives me the best odds of making money, that gives me the best odds of becoming rich. Once I did that, I then realized, okay, real estate, what's the easiest barrier of entry getting into real estate that I actually can get into it with? Because I knew I couldn't start doing fix and flips right off the bat. I knew I couldn't start building homes. I knew I couldn't start doing commercial development, because all those things not only take incredible connections, they also take a lot of money to do, obviously, okay? So I realized those weren't the correct plays for me to make as someone that, you know, had less than $10,000 and someone that, you know, was trying to start making his first big amount of income online. So I then found wholesale real estate, and I realized wholesale real estate has the lowest barrier of entry. You know, you only need really like a few $1,000s to get into it, to run marketing, so on and so forth. And it's not a hard business to get into. And once I realized that, and once I actually started doing well with the business, I realized how easy this fucking business is. Because now that I'm looking back at it, I can replicate everything I've done time and time again, because there's 2 things that wholesaling takes. And if you're watching this right now, I want you to understand this, okay? 2 things wholesaling takes is knowledge, like what you need to do. It takes the knowledge and it takes capital, okay? So if you have the knowledge, the expertise, all of that type of all the type of like brain stuff you need to know to run the business. Like if you know how to do the business and you have capital, it's infinitely replicatable. You can just keep doing it over and over and over. You keep closing more deals. The only time it gets hard is when you have to start building out teams, okay? The only hard part I've seen with this business is scaling past the 6-figure months. And the reason that is because you're paying everybody based off commission. And people have to, when people start working for you and people start working for your team, like acquisition reps, guys that, you know, are helping me close deals. So obviously I can't do all this myself. Now I delegate a lot of it. The hardest part with this business is once you get above the 100K a month mark, which isn't hard to get to, is that guys start working for you and you give them a commission, not usually salary, it's more of a commission. So acquisition reps give them like 10%, right? They're getting 10% of $100,000, for example, let's say. That's what some of my guys were getting when we were doing 100K a month. So you're making 10K a month. So you're making $10,000 a month to your bank account, and you're learning the exact process of the business. You're learning exactly how to do it. You're learning how to talk to sellers. You're learning how to get people under contract. You're learning how to get real estate deals to the finish line. Once guys do that for a long enough amount of time and they're making money and they build up capital, they know exactly what to do. So they just leave and go do it for themselves. And that's the hardest part with scaling up these businesses, because you start getting really good acquisition reps, you train them, you put your all into them, you get them going, and then they kind of go off and do their own thing because they realize how easy the business is. They realize they can do it on their own. And that's what a lot of my acquisition reps have done. A lot of the best ones, they've all gone off and started doing it on their own. And I can't blame them, because they're gonna make more money that way. At the end of the day, they're gonna make more money, and it's smart. I would do the same thing. So that's the hardest part, scaling this business to over $100,000 a month or over 6 figures a month. That's the hardest part. Is 100% just getting the right team behind it. But the thing is, for you guys that simply want to just leave what you have right now and get into real estate, and you want to start, you know, doing 10K a month, 20K a month. 20K a month is one wholesale deal. Okay, you want to start doing 20K a month. It's not hard. It's easy. If you're not doing one wholesale deal per month, you're not doing something right. But it's easy. All you have to do is just learn the business. Once you learn the business, get some type of marketing set up. Once you start running that marketing, you put your all into the business. You start going. You know, it really doesn't take that much putting your all into this business. Trying to do one deal per month. Doing one deal per month, 20K per month, like 2 to 3 hours of work a day. It's literally 2 to 3 hours of work a day. And if you can't get yourself to sit down and do 2 to 3 hours of work a day to make 20K a month, then you're just never gonna do well with anything. But the thing is, guys, is let's say you're in some sales job right now. You know, you're making 10K a month, you're making 8K a month, 9K a month, whatever. You're doing something like that. You can use those exact same skills into wholesale real estate and actually start making real money. You can start making 20K per month, closing one deal per month, working 2 to 3 hours a day. And then from there, you can start scaling up, you know, doing 2 deals per month, 3 deals per month. Because the truth is, once you do that first deal, you make 20K, just reinvest the profits into your marketing, doubling down, and that's how you close more deals. With wholesaling, up until that like 100K a month mark, like I said, where you have to start hiring out teams and stuff, it's really just doubling down on what works. Simply just double down the marketing and you start closing more deals. At the end of the day, we're just providing a service. We're getting people out of situations they don't want to be in. Okay, so someone, let's say a family member dies, the house falls onto them, they can't afford the mortgage, they can't afford whatever. They need to sell for cash, right? They're going to want to sell for cash quickly. You're simply that solution, and then you're also finding the buyer, a buyer, someone that wants to, you know, buy a property and make money off of it. So you're helping the one person by getting them under contract, getting them cash for their property. You never buy it, nothing. Simply get them under contract, and then you flip that contract to a buyer. You make 20K in between, and the buyer gets what they want, an investment property to make money off of, and the seller gets what they want, cash for the property to get them out of the situation they're in. It's the easiest business ever. And you're not even selling anything. You're not selling anybody anything. You're being a solution to a problem, and you're finding a buyer or a way to make money. That's what's so good about this business, and it's so easy, and people don't understand it. But that's what I'm saying, guys. Then once you start doing, you know, a few deals per month, you know, 1, 2, 3 deals per month, you're doing 20, 40, 60K a month, then you start getting into fix and flips, which is where I got into, which started really getting me over those 6-figure per months, because you're doing like I'm doing like 2, 3 flips a month, and 2, 3 flips a month for me is over 100K a month right there alone. And when you learn how to do wholesale real estate, you know, you start learning how to source deals well. So then you kind of just start sourcing deals in your local areas where you're available to flip, and then you flip those deals yourself. So instead of getting a property under contract and then flipping the contract to a buyer, you become the buyer yourself. Take the buyer out of the equation, you become the buyer. So if I have a property under contract for $100,000, instead of assigning it to a buyer for $120,000, buy it myself, flip it, make $70,000 off that one property, or bigger. I've had a flip recently that was 116K profit because it was going to be like a 30 to 40K assignment. Instead, I flipped it myself, made all that money myself. And that's what you guys gotta understand. This business is super scalable. Once you start closing multiple wholesale deals, learn the whole business, you have enough money to get into flips, you have the skills to get into flips. Then you start doing flips, start making a lot of money off of flips. Then from flips, you get into development. Right now, I'm buying a piece of land, let's do another piece of land that I already own, and I'm gonna build an investment property on that. I'm gonna build that property. It's probably gonna take about a year, maybe a little longer, and you know, I'll make multiple 6 figures off of that one deal, and it doesn't really take much of my effort. I'm simply buying the land, getting the correct teams in place, getting the process going, and I'm gonna make a lot of money off it. You know, obviously there's gonna be some holding costs, but you know, now I've made enough money with wholesaling and flips that I have the capital to do that. And that's what I want you guys to understand, is the best thing about this business is everything I've been telling you guys that I've done it in under 2 years, and I did it starting with 0 experience. I did it starting with less than $10,000. And that's what you guys gotta understand. If you have more than $10,000 to start, you're gonna make money faster because you can spend more money on marketing and you can kind of expedite the process. If you have less than $10,000, you need to at least have like $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month to put into this business, guys. I'm gonna be honest, because you gotta run marketing, you gotta have the systems going, and that's what you guys gotta understand. But when you have stuff going like that, this business really is the best. It's the best business I've ever fucking found. I've tried every business, like I said, and it's the best. I'm not trying to sell you guys on it. I don't really care to sell anything. As you guys see, I don't get a lot of views. I don't sell a lot of courses. If you're in my program, you know what it is. Like if you guys right now want to get into wholesale real estate and you want to actually take that jump and you want to start marketing, I just give people the best way to do it. Okay, so let's say you're watching this right now and you want to get into this. If you join my program, which it's linked down below if you guys want to be a part of it. I'm not trying to sell you on it though, but if you guys wanted to be a part of it, simply you apply to work with us, you start wholesale real estate, we teach you one-to-one, you work with me and my partner Dylan, we teach you the entire business in a few weeks, get you knowing everything you need to know, have you practice phone calls, have you get everything going, actually just get you used to talking to sellers. From there, we build the wholesale business for you. So we do all the systems, automations, we do the marketing, we do everything for you. So you pretty much simply run the business on autopilot. So we're giving you our exact processes we use to do over 6 figures per month, just handing them to you and then teaching you how to run them. So if you don't do well, you're simply just not trying. That's why we do it. We keep it really small. It's like a 20-person group right now. We have like 18 guys in it. I'm trying to keep it really small. I don't want to sell some big mainstream course because that would just end up getting me a bad rep online. I want to work with everybody inside my program one-to-one. I don't want coaches inside my program, nothing like that. So that's how I'm doing it. I mean, the best thing with it for me is just like JVs and then sourcing flips. A lot of my students will bring me flips, and a lot of my students also will come to me to help them find buyers for their properties, and you know, I'll make a little cut off of that, but nothing really substantial. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's just cool. But I just want you guys to understand that this business really is great, and if any of you guys are in sales or anything like that, you know, I've been in your guys' shoes before, and I just want you to understand that it's one of the best businesses to get into. Any of you guys can get into it, and you guys can do well with it. And then yeah, obviously cars and stuff back there, but that's just the flashy stuff, honestly. I mean, I got way more money than that in properties and things like that. I'm not trying to sound like I'm flexing on you guys, but yeah, boys, that's pretty much it for this video. Some deals that we were working on tonight. But yeah, guys, I was kind of just driving around this beautiful little lake area with all these beautiful homes with my business partner because he just got an M4. And yeah, we were kind of just driving around here and I was like, you know, I kind of have all this stuff in my mind. I need to go talk to it on the camera. So hopefully this gave you guys some good knowledge. And if you guys want to get into wholesale real estate, I really recommend it, especially if you want to do other ventures in real estate and just set yourself up for financial freedom in the future. Because once you start with this business, like I said, you start with wholesaling and you get into fix and flips. It took me around a year to go from wholesaling to fix and flips. And then from there, you get into development. It's taking me around another year to get into development. I'm starting development now. So it took me 2 years to go from scratch, starting with wholesaling to getting into development. And then now after development, once, you know, I start doing really well with that, making a lot of money with that, then get into commercial real estate, commercial development, things like that. And yeah, guys, kind of just climb your way up the ladder. And if any of you are watching this, stop trying all these BS business models online, all these business models, all these gurus are selling you, and all these just like stupid models, bro. All these stupid internet models, like some of them are just so dumb, guys. Get into the best industry in the world, get into real estate. I promise you guys won't regret it. Stop trying all this other dumb stuff. I mean, it's simple, guys. Real estate's the best thing to get into by far, in my opinion. It's just the most consistent. It's what, once you get into it, you know you can do well with it, and you know you can set yourself up for life with it. That's why I like it. Real estate's never going anywhere. Everyone needs a house. So yeah, guys, if you want to get into it, I have a link down below. You guys can apply to work with me. Also, if you guys want to ask me questions or DM me or anything like that, I have my business Instagram link down below, and you guys can also just like call me any questions or anything like that. But you know, nice, beautiful little night. Went out for a drive, kind of enjoyed myself. Just got back from Vegas for my 21st birthday, so that was cool, and did all of that. But yeah, hopefully this video provided you guys some value. And like I said, if you guys want to work with me one-to-one and you want me to build your real estate business, I got a link down below. You guys can apply for that. Really small, not a course or anything like that. And then obviously, if you guys want to just like follow me on my business Instagram, DM me any questions you have. I love replying to you guys. That's linked down below as well. And yeah, guys, look at this. One last time, both the whips outside. Cool little vibe. Doesn't get any better than that. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I provided you with some type of value with this video. And hopefully if you guys are starting out with wholesale real estate or fix and flips or anywhere in real estate, hopefully it's going well for you. I wish you guys luck, and just stick at it and you will do well with it. I promise you, once you stick at it for long enough, you're gonna see results, you're gonna make money. So go at it, guys, go after it, go get it. Like I said, if you guys wanna work with us, link down below, follow my Instagram down below, DM me any questions you have. I'd love to answer anything, and then drop a like, comment down below. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.